Yes, we will continue once again. So see over here, the superheater, the steam produced inside the boiler is wet and is passed through the superheater, where it is dried and superheated. Okay. So tell me the what is the function of the superheater over here? Tell me, any one of you, tell me what is the function of superheater?
Dry the steam.
To dry the steam. Okay. By using, tell me, inside the superheater, the steam is dried and superheated at high temperature and the high pressure by using, tell me,
Flue gases.
by,
Flue gases on the chimney.
yes, by using the flue gases. Okay. Steam pressure is increased above that of the boiling point of the water. Okay. By the flue gases on their way to chimney. Okay. While going inside the chimney, the flue gases are utilized in the superheater to heat the steam and to dry the steam. Okay. At a high temperature and pressure. Okay. Which is generally about greater than that of the boiling point of the water. Okay. Means what, in case of the superheater or inside the superheater, the steam is heated up greater than that of the 100 degree centigrade. Okay. Which is uh, above the boiling point of the water. Okay. So superheating provides the two principal benefits. Okay. Superheating provides the two principal benefits. Firstly, the overall efficiency is increased. Secondly, too much condensation in the last stage of the turbine is avoided. Okay. So the benefits of by using the superheater, tell me, two principal benefits will going to given by the superheater. First is what? Overall efficiency of the steam power station is increased. Okay.
Increases.
And the second is what? It
Too much
reduces the
condensation.
too much condensation in the last stage of the turbine. This is the function of superheater. Okay. How you got the idea? What is the function of superheater? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember this point, by using the flue gases inside the superheater, the steam is heated heated above the boiling point of the water by using the flue gases. Okay, by using the superheater, we will get the two principal benefits. First one, overall efficiency is increased. Okay, so tell me, anyone, how the efficiency is going to increase? This is important part. Okay, tell me, anyone, guess the how the overall efficiency is increased. Yes, tell
The
me.
pressure of steam is increased.
He is going to tell overall efficiency is increased. If you means what, by your common sense or our common sense, we will come to know
increasing the temperature.
by using the flue gases, or the which is actually going to dispose inside the atmosphere at a very high temperature. Means what, it will be dangerous to the atmosphere as well as the waste of heat energy. Okay. So the heat energy of the flue gases can be utilized to raise the temperature and pressure of the steam. Okay. And it will be going to reduce the condensation at the last stage of the turbine. Okay. Means what, for the condensation purpose, it required the cooling system and all. So if we use the flue gases inside the superheater for the purpose of raising the temperature and drying the steam, means what, it increases the efficiency. Means what, total coal combustion can be reduced. Okay. So the total coal combustion is reduced, means what, the coal combustion required for per unit generation of electrical power going to reduce. Okay. समजते का बघा तुम्हाला? जे काही फ्लू गॅसेस वेस्ट आहेत बरोबर, त्याचं जी हीट एनर्जी यूज करून आपण काय करतोय, स्टीमला ओव्हर हीट करतोय, ठीक आहे, सुपर हीट करतोय आणि ड्राय पण करतोय बरोबर. त्याच्यामुळे काय होणार आहे की जी कंडेन्सेशन स्टेजला म्हणजे खूपच कंडेन्सेशन प्रोसेसची आपल्याला गरज होती ती आपण रिड्यूस करू शकतो. मग कंडेन्सेशन प्रोसेसला जर रिड्यूस केलं तर आपलं काय होईल, तिथे इन्स्टॉलेशन कॉस्ट वगैरे जे आहे ती तिथली रिड्यूस होईल, ठीक आहे. म्हणजे काय होईल, इनडायरेक्टली आपलं इन्स्टॉलेशन कॉस्ट रिड्यूस होईल, म्हणजे कॉस्ट पर युनिट जनरेशन ऑल्सो गोइंग टू डिक्रीज. ओके, फ्युअल कंझम्पशन और द कोल कंबशन फॉर per unit generation of electrical energy also going to decrease. So it indirectly it will going to increases the overall efficiency. Okay. Yes, anybody got the idea? I think all of you got. Yes, tell me how it will be going to increase the overall efficiency.
म्हणले
Yes, tell me.
जाऊन विचारून येते.
Yes.
अंडे
Yes.
म्हणले
Yes, tell me. Yes. I hope you got the idea. Then economizer. Economizer is essential.
हा, किती आहे? जाऊ दे इकडे काय खाली तर
Harshavardhan Shinde, mute yourself. Economizer. An economizer is essentially used in feed water heater and derives the heat from the flue gases for this purpose. Okay, economizer. As we seen in the layout diagram, economizer. So see over here, economizer is used for the purpose of heating the feed water, okay, by using the flue gases. It is also helpful to the um, increase the efficiency of the thermal station, okay. So see over here, an economizer is essentially used for the heating purpose of feed water, okay, okay. Feed water is heated before the supplying to the boiler by using the flue gases inside the economizer. Okay, means what? In case of the economizer, the heat energy of the flue gases is used to heat the feed water. Okay, or to raise the temperature of the feed water to the boiler. Okay, so economizer also going to increase the efficiency. समजतंय? economizer कशासाठी यूज केलं जातं? To increase the temperature of feed water by using the flue gases. इथे बघा, economizer मध्ये काय केलं जातं, जे काही फीड वॉटर आहे, फीड वॉटर economizer थ्रू बॉयलर मध्ये जातं बरोबर. मग या economizer मध्ये बाय युजिंग द फ्लू गॅसेस काय केलं जातं, ते फीड वॉटर सर्टन टेम्परेचर वरती हीट केलं जातं, ठीक आहे, आणि मग ते बॉयलर मध्ये पाठवलं जातं बरोबर. मग ऑलरेडी जर वॉटर हीट असेल, हॉट असेल, ठीक आहे, तर बॉयलर मधून जो काही तो हीट एनर्जी घेणार आहे ती निश्चितच डेफिनेटली ती काय असेल, कमी असेल, ठीक आहे. जर आपण डायरेक्टली कोल्ड वॉटर जर आपण बॉयलर मध्ये टाकलं, ठीक आहे, तर तिथं काय होईल, हीट एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू जनरेट द स्टीम is larger, okay, जास्त असेल. So to reduce the total heat energy utilized inside the boiler by the water, okay, by using the flue gases, the water is heated up inside the economizer, okay. So economizer, it is also helpful to increase the efficiency, okay. Then air preheater. An air preheater increases the temperature of the air supplied for the coal burning. Okay, as I said earlier, while explaining the layout diagram, the air preheater, it will be going to heat the atmospheric air, which is helpful for the burning of the coal. Yes or no? As we know that the oxygen is required to burning process or combustion purpose. Okay, so the oxygen from the atmosphere is sucked by using the draught fan. Okay, and that atmospheric air may consist the moisture, or we can say that some small water droplets also may be there inside the atmospheric air. So that air is heated. Okay, means what? The moisture content of the atmospheric air is reduced by using the flue gases heat energy. Okay, inside the air preheater. Okay, so the air which is used for the burning purpose, it is taken from the air preheater. Actually, inside the air preheater by using the heat energy of the flue gases, the air is heated and it is transferred to the boiler. Okay, so see over here, air is drawn from the atmosphere by a forced draught fan and is passed through the air preheater before supplying to the boiler furnace. The air preheater extract heat from the flue gases and increases the temperature of air used for the coal combustion. जसं मी तुम्हाला अगोदर सांगितलं तेच त्यांनी इथं लिहून दिलंय की बघा, by using the flue gases heat energy, the air is heated inside the air preheater. So indirectly, this air preheater, it will be helpful to reduce the moisture content in atmospheric air. Okay, if the as usual, or we can say that the air which is present inside the atmosphere as usual, we will transport to the boiler means what? It will consume the moisture and it will causes the reducing the rate of coal combustion. So to enhance the rate of coal combustion, the dry air is required. So the temperature of the air can be increased or raised inside the air preheater by using the heat energy of flue gases. Okay, आता बघा इथं एअर प्रीहीटरचं लोकेशन कुठं आहे बघा, आपल्याला माहिती आहे. एअर प्रीहीटर बघा, एअर प्रीहीटरचं लोकेशन बघा इथं आहे. ठीक आहे, त्या फोर्स्ड ड्रॉट फॅनचा यूज करून आपण काय करणार आहोत, ॲटमॉस्फिरिक एअर सक करणार आहोत. ठीक आहे, ॲटमॉस्फिरिक एअर काय केली जाईल, सक केली जाईल आणि ती एअर प्रीहीटर थ्रू आपल्या बॉयलरकडे जाईल. ठीक आहे, जर आपण ॲटमॉस्फिरिक एअर मध्ये आपल्याला माहिती आहे की मॉइश्चर असते, ह्युमिडिटी असते, बरोबर, व्हेरियस पार्टिकल्स असतात छोटे छोटे, आणि आपल्याला माहिती आहे की रेनी सीझन मध्ये ॲटमॉस्फिरिक एअर मध्ये काय असतं, खूप मॉइश्चर असतं किंवा खूप डेन्सर असते ती, बरोबर, किंवा ह्युमिड असते. त्याच्यामधलं जर ह्युमिडिटी जे आहे किंवा जी काही मॉइश्चर कंटेंट आहे ते काय होईल, जर आपण जसं तसं बॉयलरकडे पाठवलं तर बॉयलरमध्ये जे काही कोल कंबशन होत आहे तर त्याची प्रोसेस काय होईल, रिड्यूस होईल. ठीक आहे, म्हणून बाय युजिंग द हीट एनर्जी ऑफ द फ्लू गॅसेस, the air which is helpful for the boiling purpose, or sorry, combustion purpose, is heated by using the air preheater. Okay, so it is also helpful for the increase the efficiency. Okay, समजते एअर प्रीहीटरचं फंक्शन काय आहे. Yes, tell me, what is the function of air preheater? Tell me. Yes, yes, tell me.
To heat the air and remove the air moisture in nature air.
Yes, air preheater, it will going to utilize the heat energy of the flue gases for the purpose of remove the moisture content inside the air, which is helpful for the combustion purpose inside the boiler. Okay, simple function of the air preheater. So flue gases, it is the waste part. Okay, that should be disposed inside the atmosphere. If we dispose that flue gases at a very high temperature and pressure, means what, it will causes the dangerous effect on the atmosphere. Okay, if we use that flue gases at various stages to increase the temperature of our working fluid, okay, so it is helpful for us, and also we will contribute the reduction in dangerous effect on the atmosphere, okay, or to the environment. So it is a very important structure inside the steam station, because it is also used to raise the efficiency of the steam power station, and also it will be going to reduce the harmful effect of the flue gases on the atmosphere or environment, okay. So air filter also contribute to raise the efficiency of the steam station, okay, and it will be indirectly increases the thermal efficiency, and also it will increases the steam capacities per square meter of the boiler surface, okay. uh, लक्षात ठेवा नीट एकदम लक्षात ठेवा, कारण याच्यावरती एमसीक्यू विचारले जातील, ठीक आहे. एमसीक्यू याच्यावरती आपल्याला फ्रेम करता येऊ शकतात, ठीक आहे. We have to focus on this part also, economizer, air filter आणि कशावरती, सुपर हीटर वरती, ठीक आहे. This is,
Operator.
yes, this is the important structure or arrangement inside the steam station. Another part is unusual, like in the case of the hydropower plant, remaining part is same, okay. Turbine is same, okay, I can say, okay. So third component of steam station is steam turbine, okay. As we know that what is the function of the turbine, tell me. In case of the hydropower plant, what is the function of the turbine? Yes, tell me. Function of turbine. Yes, tell me.
Convert, convert steam energy into the mechanical energy.
Yes, especially turbine arrangement is used for the purpose of conversion of energy of working fluid into the electrical energy. Especially we can say that, or into the mechanical energy. Indirectly, it will be converted into the electrical energy. Turbines are generally used for the extraction of energy from the working fluid, and it will be converted into the mechanical energy, okay. And this mechanical energy is converted into the electrical energy by using the alternator, okay. So steam turbine, the dry and superheated steam from the superheater is fed to the steam turbine through the main valve. As we know that main valve is nothing but what, steam governing system is there. That steam governing system going to control the flow of the steam, which is heats the steam turbine, okay. The heat energy of the steam when passing over the blade of turbine is converted into the mechanical energy. As we know that in case of our hydropower plant, we have seen that the water through the jet is heated on the various types of turbine water turbine, more correct, which may be a reaction turbine or it may be a impulse turbine, okay. And the water is heated on the turbine blade, okay, and it is converted into the mechanical energy, okay. After giving heat energy to the turbine, the steam is exhausted and to the condenser, which it condenses the exhausted steam by means of cold water circulation, okay. So as we know that, see over here in this, uh, after the boiler the steam is coming inside the superheater, okay. And actually we know that inside the superheater, what is going to do inside the superheater means what, the steam is heated at high temperature and high pressure, it will be moved towards the main valve or steam governing system, okay. After the steam governing system, the steam is heated on the steam turbine by using the jet and all, okay. So the steam exhausted from the turbine, it is collected inside the condenser, okay, or we can say that inside the large chamber, okay. The steam is condensed into the, means what, the steam is converted into the liquid form at a high temperature, okay. Steam is converted into the liquid form at the condenser, okay. So in the condenser. After condenser, the steam is going inside the cooling tower. Okay, so this is the steam turbine. Next part, alternator and the feed water. Feed water also we have seen that. Alternator, it will be going to couple to the turbine, and it will rotate whenever the turbine going to rotate, and it will produces the electrical energies. Today we will stop over here, and we will see the in next class feed water and the cooling arrangement in detail. Okay, so today we will stop over here. We will see in next class site selection and for the steam power station, and remaining part of the layout diagram. Okay, so today we will stop over here. Thank you one and all for joining with me. Okay, thank you.